Hello everyone, this is a complete breakdown of Sar Pass Trek that I did last year. I uploaded the actual vlog a few weeks back. If you have not checked it out, please do so by clicking the top link in the description. In this video, I will share my perspective on the whole trek, what you can expect on this trek, the training to do, and some gear and travel tips. Let's go. Sar Pass is one of the multi-day high-altitude pass-crossing treks that you can do in India, and it is located in Parvati Valley of Himachal Pradesh. The trek starts in Kasol town near Manali, and it takes 5 days 4 nights to do this trek. The highest elevation you can gain on this trek is 13,800 feet or around 4,200 meters. On day 0, when you arrive at the base camp, you will register and rest while you wait for your fellow trekkers. The rest of the day is filled with an orientation, a brief presentation on the whole trek, some medical checkups, and ends with a warm up hike to the nearest viewpoint in the town. Day 1 starts easy. On the first day of this trek, you will reach Grahan village, which is known for its picturesque hillside views among other reasons. After this, there are no villages. On this trek, trekkers will only stay at campsites, the first one being at Grahan village, followed by Minta campsite at 11,000 feet, Nagaru campsite at 12,500 feet, and Biskerita campsite at again 11,000 feet after the summit. It is a moderate level trek suitable for beginners with almost no technicality involved, but even beginners need to be fit and have done some training. It involves constant climbing, almost 3,000 feet of elevation gain, and has some sketchy, narrow sections where you have to walk on a single file path with an icy slope on one side. So, it is not recommended for people who have fear of heights and ailments like hypertension, diabetes, asthma, or any other chronic diseases. Weather is a huge factor. It can make any trek difficult. Because you can do this trek from April through November, the weather ranges from blizzard conditions to scorching sunny days. Having less snow at the end of the summer months will reduce the risk at the sketchy parts and ultimately the difficulty level. But if you do during the start or end of the season, you will have to deal with deep snow, which makes the whole trek slow and exhausting for some and exciting for others. Can you do this trek self supported? The answer is yes and no. I've seen very few people do this trek self supported. Most of these treks in India are done with a guiding company. I wanted to do self supported but did not have time to plan and get all the permissions needed. Yes, that is a bigger challenge. You will need to go through bureaucracy, get all the permissions needed, and inform the local authorities of your plans if you want to do self supported trek. For beginners, it is not recommended. Beginners will have much better time doing this trek with a guiding company. For starters, you do not have to carry your own food and camping equipment. Unless you are a seasoned trekker, it is not recommended to do a self supported trek. Decide when you want to do this trek and book early with a guiding company. They might have some early bird discounts and it will help you book cheaper flights and cheaper accommodation in advance. Once you book, no matter which guiding company you choose, you will be assisted by the organizers. I did my trek with Kailashrath Treks. They were very responsive. I'm sure other companies would be more or less the same. Do your own research and read some reviews. Here are the 5 tips for training yourself for multi day treks. These are the things that I did to train myself. See what helps and listen to your body. First, start walking long distances. You should be able to do at least 20 kilometers with very less fatigue. The most distance you will be covering in one single day on this trek is around 11 kilometers, but that involves constant climbing all day. So, you should be able to do at least 20 kilometers on flat surfaces. This will improve your endurance and gives you confidence. Carry a heavy backpack even for day trips. You will get used to it and that will not bother you on the longer treks. Start strengthening your legs. Walking and running regularly will not build your leg muscles. Unless you are climbing uphill always, it will not help. Weightlifting is not mandatory, but at least do some squats, lunges daily if possible. Start small and improve your sets. Eat enough protein and maintain a balanced diet. It will not only help you physically but mentally. The last tip is very important. Drink enough water prior to the trek, during, and after the trek. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to hydrate yourself well. You need your oxygen saturation levels above 90 to be able to continue on this trek. Some days you may not feel like eating and you forget to hydrate yourselves, but still you need to eat properly and remind yourself to hydrate. When it comes to travel tips, I only have one. Do not book your travel back home on the same day you finish the trek. It is very difficult to catch your connections if it takes longer to finish the climb and get back to the base camp. Why risk it? Book an accommodation with your fellow trekkers and relax for a day or two. You deserve it. What about hiking gear? A backpack 50 liters or above, hiking shoes, merino wool t-shirts, a fleece, a windbreaker, winter jacket, a rain poncho, and to protect yourself from sun, sunglasses, a hat, sunscreen, a basic first aid kit are some of the things off the top of my head. I will link a web page in the description where you can read more about the gear you must have on this trek. I would recommend buying trekking poles and learn how to use them. They will help you hike longer and will reduce the risk of injury. So, finally, who can do this trek and what is my experience on this trek? Anyone who is above the age of 12, who is physically fit, who has no chronic diseases, who can crush 5 kilometers walk or a jog in 40 minutes or under, and has a BMI of less than 30 can do this trek. You will need to provide a medical certificate from a registered physician. At the base camp, you need to sign a no objection certificate and provide a copy of your Aadhaar card, a, your passport and visa if you're a foreign national, and a couple of passport size photos. Personally, I had a great time on this trek, and I'm very proud of how we were able to finish the trek and happy to have met some incredibly nice people along the journey. I came to know that it is not easy to do these treks solo with all the bureaucracy involved. I would do it again in the future, but I would do it solo if I have to do it again. The bureaucracy that is preventing adventure seekers risking themselves and protecting this environment is not working, in my opinion. I've seen so much trash and lack of civic sense on this trek, which is the sad part. I think there should be more stricter rules and some new measures. Trekkers ourselves need to be more considerate of the environment, in my opinion. I hope this video helps you plan and prepare yourselves for the Sar Pass trek mentally. If you get anything from this video, please like and comment if you have any more tips, and subscribe. That would really help me. That's it from me. I will see you in the next one. Until then, be safe and be adventurous.